Hello guys, so welcome to another episode of my HMI. I'm here today with the one so handsome and that's cool. Alright, so without further ado, I'm just gonna introduce him, or rather ask him to introduce himself with his cute cat. Hello, Mr. Hi, what's your name?
What's up? My name is Takura. That's my actual Zimbabwe name.
Oh, you're from Zimbabwe.
Exactly.
Alright, so may we know your cat?
Yeah, so this cat is called Meow Meow. That's the actual name. There is no other particular creative name there. Meow Meow, that's literally the name. It's 7 months old, and yeah.
Alright, so today, thanks actually for accepting to be part of our host today, and we would like to talk about something so important that almost everyone in China has always been speaking about. It's about finding love in China, how to find love in China. Okay, so...
Yes. It's okay, bro, it's okay. So let me just fix this. Okay, cool. Oh. Yeah, you're saying.
Alright, so China it's more like I'm not sure why people will say China, you can find love in China, but it's more complicated according to people. So
True.
can we hear
True.
from you? I mean, from the onset, what at first, what do you think love is?
I can't give you a definition of love. I don't even know what love is, but I know how it feels like. It could be a feeling, some sort. It's very overwhelming. It's filled with sacrifices. It's filled with surprises. It's filled with everything that, whatever you might think emotions are, that's what love is, at least from what I know. Perhaps many people confuse love and like, even myself. Perhaps many people confuse love and like. But from what I've heard from other people, when you like somebody, you are willing to tolerate their bullshit. When you love somebody, you're willing to when you love somebody, you're willing to accept them for who they are, even though you might not love them or like them. I don't know if it makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, most of the people, even myself, I do love my family so much. I love my mom, I love my brothers, and all the people that I grew up with. Now, I might not like my brothers, but definitely I do love them, even though they might be annoying. That's love. Then like is like, yo, to the guy, even if he's a bad guy or whatever, I just like the shit that he does. I don't know if it makes any sense. I'm not quite sure.
It does. It does.
But
make
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, that's a very brief and straight to the point definition. So let's bring that to China.
Mm-hmm.
And before this program, like backstage, I've got a lot of people asking me to make a video like this. I'm not sure why.
Where's the backstage?
Yeah, the backstage, like, because before the episode, I asked people to fill out some questions that they would like to hear about and talk about. So they mentioned love, how to get true love in China. Let's just put it that way. So
How many people ask you?
well, not so much, but I know like about 3-4 people. Yeah, not everyone would actually like to talk about that. So
Fact.
being a Zimbabwean in China, what's the difference between love in Zimbabwe and love in China?
The love in Zimbabwe is mostly based on the idea that you grew up there. So which means that it's mostly organic. So you feel it because you're used to it, you're raised in it. And then the love in China, you kind of like have to look for it, and you kind of like have to put some value on yourself so that you can actually get it. Yeah.
What do you mean value?
So for instance, a Chinese person cannot just love me just because they've seen me for the first time. I have to prove to themselves that I do not understand their culture, that I can speak their language in some cases, that I'm actually, just a good person in general. So if I manage to do that, that means that I'm buying their trust. And at the end of the day, maybe the love will come, So it's like I'm exchanging etiquette, with them back and forth, culture and whatnot. And then perhaps eventually they will love me, Then when it comes to the Zimbabwean love, it's like you're raised in it. Sometimes you might not even feel it. It just flows like naturally. You don't have to try a lot to try to, explain the relationships between different cultures and races and everything else, because you're just born there. So everything is just like smooth, natural, same culture, whatever. There's no need for me to actually, to try and source up things. They just happen like poof. I think so.
I see. Okay. So a lot of people might be watching this and maybe they've gone through a lot of heartbreaks here in China, and
apologies.
They, well, apologies accepted.
Yeah.
All right. So they may want to know what exactly they may be missing or what they should know about finding love in China, and is it really necessary to maybe see it as a thing to rely or to focus on? What do you think? How do they go about it, and is it something to rely on?
So first of all, in China, you need to ask yourself what kind of love that you're looking for. Are you looking for professional love, professional in the sense that you just want a business relation with other people, that they respect you, the respect is mutual, or you're looking for something that is more on a mutual ground, you're actually looking for somebody to date or to have sexual intercourse with? Yeah, some kind of shit like that. So you have to ask yourself, which one are you looking for? If you're looking for professional love, so that means that you need to be the person that you want the other person to see you as, in a business setting, perhaps it's a job or whatever, or you're at a job that you want them to, to just make you feel comfortable as a human being. You got to learn the culture. You got to be part of the culture. You got to, just try by all means to be natural. In that case, do the work, then it's done. Then when it comes to the mutual side of things, there is the love, having a girlfriend and stuff like that. There are so many ways that you can actually achieve it. And first of all, you need to learn when it comes to the idea of different classes or groups, rather, of people that do exist. Because you could be a 4 out of 10 as a guy, but you want to date a girl who's 8 out of 10. It's not really going to be that compatible. It could be possible. I don't know how it's possible, but it could be possible. Maybe you could have certain instruments that could help you. Maybe perhaps you're just a rich guy, but you're 4 out of 10. Yeah.
So do you think it's always all about money?
No, just an example. But money, let's be honest, the majority of foreigners who come to China, they're here to work, to make their lives changed. And, unfortunately, the only way you can actually do it 99% of the time is actually through financial resources. And the rest comes through, of course. It's like a mixture. It's like a formula that's mixed together. But in reality, the majority of the people who come to China, it's not like they come here to chill or they come here for fucking vacation. People are here to work. They're here to grind. So at least the money has to be there,
Okay,
so,
what
yeah.
about the fact that the visa thing in China, because a lot of loves get broken either by trust or oh, my visa just expired and I need to go back to my country, or in that aspect, what would you say? What do you have to say
when it comes to visa things? Okay, so there are either two ways you can go about this when it comes to the visa. If you're somebody who's actually really serious about the relationship or the love or whatever that is going on, you can either first of all try to find people who can help you out. So for instance, if you want to stay here for a very long time, you can actually find a Chinese MILF. So a Chinese MILF is a woman who is above the age of 30, going upwards, who hasn't gotten married yet. So she might need somebody in her life, because in China, we all know they're considered as leftovers. Nobody really wants to marry somebody who's over the age of 30. They like them young and nice and cute. So you could find those ones, and you can try to fuck them very well, not just little, but very well, because you have to play the part. I know it might seem very, how do you say this? Very out there, but that's one other way you can actually do it, so you can stay longer. Then the other thing is just try to be in a cool place, man. Just try to find perhaps a job that can actually give you a visa, even though it's not that easy. But there's so many agents who can actually help you out. So many agents that I know myself as well, that you can actually give them a certain percent of money, to the process. Then they can apply a work visa for you. It's kind of complicated, but it's possible. Then you can actually stay for a very long time. Or you can just do it the old school way. Just be a fucking student. Learn. Go to university. Do your masters, your whatever, your PhD, your doctorate, your shima. Go up, until you find something meaningful to do.
Okay, so you think, okay, that is only on the visa side. So now we're coming back to the love side. For instance, you're dating someone and she has tried all her possible means to stay in China, but unfortunately she cannot because her visa or passport is about to expire, but she only has to go to her country and she's not from your country. In that case, that's either having a long-distance relationship or breaking up. So I think that is more reason why people don't try to love in China, and that is why they tag it the China love. So thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate the fact you came and you were blunt. Okay, even if your words are like, yeah, that's how you actually gave it to them. Yeah, they've been amazing. And do you have more like an advice you could give to people coming into China, finding love that wants to be in a relationship in China?
I think you should just learn the language, especially if you want to get the Chinese girls.
So not okay. Apart from the Chinese girls, like generally.
Or in general, just make sure you approach the right people, and don't try to fake it. Because you might disappoint yourself and you might disappoint the other person. So just try by all means to be as natural as possible. And please, try by all means to have money in your wallet. Yeah.
So the money should be a thing?
It should be there. Should be there.
As a lady and as a guy?
Well, it goes both sides. But for ladies, it's optional. As long as you're looking hot, you're good to go. But for guys, it's a must.
Hot?
That one is a must.
Let's talk about hot.
Looking hot.
Do you think all guys really care about that?
Well, we do care about it, even though anything that moves. But we do care about it. It's very important as a lady to just be presentable. It's a must. Yeah, you got to. The more presentable you are, the more your hair looks beautiful, the more the dress is nice, the more the makeup is, the better the guys will come and approach you, just about levels. The hotter you look, the better the guys you're gonna get. So yeah, for ladies, it's very important, I think.
So, but that doesn't really design it to be a fixed relationship. That doesn't mean it's a love or a lasting relationship.
It does. Because really, when you look at a guy, usually what you look at is mostly appearance before you even talk to them. And as a lady, you can decide. When you see a guy for the first 5 seconds, like, this guy, I'm gonna him if I need to. You know that for the first 5 seconds before you even sit down to say hi or whatever. Worse if the guy comes and sit down and say hi. It's over.
Okay.
So it's all about appearance at the end of the day. That's the first step before anything else.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Takua, and it's been an awesome session with you.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. It's blunt. It's a bit too blunt for me, but I love it. I really love it. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for now. You guys, if you've not subscribed, please do so to subscribe, because I'm gonna bring more interesting people that don't fake it. Actually, one thing I like about Mr. Takua is that he doesn't fake it. Okay, he tells you how it is. It's okay. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video, and thank you for watching. Like that.
Put your hands on my